Hello and welcome, it's Trudy here, and in this brief tutorial I wanted to show you how to create one-page planners in Canva. Now there are so many different ways that you can create planners. Back in the olden days I used to create some really fantastic lists for myself and my kids, and I did them in Microsoft Publisher or Word. I then moved on to Adobe Photoshop. So I love Canva, but one of the things you must keep in mind is that there are some very clear terms of use that Canva has. I'm going to leave this link below this particular video because I want you to go through and read up and just understand that when you are using Canva, you are actually agreeing to the terms of use that they have in place. And I've seen a lot of people go off and start using the templates within Canva that I'm about to show you in a moment, and then they assume that they have the rights to go and sell them. That you can't do that. What you've got to keep in mind is that the templates that are created in Canva are actually part of different contributor agreements, and there are different license agreements and all sorts of things. But anything that you create from scratch is yours to be able to provide to people, use yourself, and also to on-sell. But you cannot use the templates and then go and on-sell those templates because they actually are in breach of the terms of use of Canva. So be sure to read up all about it because I don't want to go through the technical stuff with you at the moment. So I just wanted to show you some of the stuff on my website at my.wholesale.com. If you go to my website and you click free stuff, you'll get to this page. And so all of these particular worksheets were created in Canva. I think one of them actually might have created in Word. But ultimately they were really quick and easy to create and to make. Now some of the worksheets that I've made, you can type straight into them. So you might have seen some of those before. Now this one you can't type straight into it, you'd have to print this one up. But in upcoming masterclasses I want to teach you and show you how to actually create worksheets and entire workbooks where you can actually type straight into them. So what might affect me from achieving my goal? Stop social media scrolling. That's for all of us. So again, this one here, you can type straight into it. I'd love to teach you more about that in the upcoming masterclass. My action plan you can type straight into, and my 30-day journal is also one that you can type straight into. Okay, and this one here, we're getting technical, it does a little tick as well. Okay, so that's what you want to be aiming for, something that's versatile and useful. And but for today, let's just start with the basics. So we're going to go up into our start, our beginning page of Canva, and you're going to type in planner. Now there are many ways to do it. You can use an A4, you can use A5 size, you can use a report size, but this is the quickest way, particularly for those that want to get some ideas on creating planners and also maybe just using this for your own personal use or for giving away. You again go and read the terms and conditions. You can use these and have them as free resources on your website, but remember, if you want to be selling any of your planners, you really need to create them from scratch, which I'm going to show you how to quickly do one of those as well. So again, remember where I like to start with a blank page, and then it's broken down into some categories. So you can see here we've got a weekly schedule planner. So if you were to click see all, you would be able to scroll all the way across there. A personal planner, daily planner, itinerary planner, projects, and you keep going down. A workout planner, chores, all sorts of stuff. So that's the templates that have been provided by Canva, remembering to go and check the terms of use with anything to do that is a template in Canva. So in my case, I want to show you something that I created really simply a moment ago, and I want to break it down. I don't want to spend a lot of time, but I just want to show you what is possible. So I'm just going to let's just go back here, and I want to show you, these are ones that I created just before I came on to record this. So this is just a really quick daily planner, and I'll just zoom in on it a bit. So I've gone and found some watercolors that were royalty-free images, and I've used them above in the top there. I've uploaded those, so they were actually an uploaded file. Okay, otherwise you can go and find photos, or you can use different elements or backgrounds or whatever, but I've actually used that. So, and I've just put in date, things to do, name, notes, and just these little fill sections here, just a different colour, because when you print them out they look really cool. What I've also done is I've also put the link in it, so when this is a PDF document, which I'll show you in a moment, if you were to open this in a PDF, you could click that link and it would take you straight to my website. Okay, so again, it's just a little bit of branding there. What I've also created just really quickly was a shopping list, because I'd ran out of them. And so again, you can make them in different sizes. I just made this one in a A4 size because I wanted to be able to show you so you could see it a bit easier. Again, it's got my little link down the bottom here. So I want to show you how easy it is to make these. You, of course, go and use the templates that exist as well, but just let's have a little look how easy it is to add things yourself, because ultimately you want to be getting to a stage where if you want to on-sell any of these products as digital products, you want to be making sure that you create your own designs from scratch. So I'll let you play around with these templates on your own because they're easy to do. I'll just show again, if you've forgotten, that once you click on it, you can change the colour. Remembering that the colour is up here, so you can change the colour to whatever you want. You can change the colour of these squares, okay, and you can duplicate things and put them into different spots, and you can change the writing and do all sorts of stuff. So again, that's for you to sit around and have a really good creative day of playing. But for now, what I want to do is I just want to start from scratch, the blank page, and we'll just have a play at creating from scratch. So first of all, what I did before is I uploaded some particular watermarks that I like, because I like these colours. So we might just show you again how I did that. So I start with the base, and then I work in around it. So at the moment I wanted that at the top, and I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm thinking I'm going to bring in an element. Again, remembering this is just my style of how to do a planner. You're going to come up with your own as you practice. And because I want the bottom to be a little bit like the top there, I'm going to probably just drag that into there. Okay, so that's sort of matching. So what I then do is I start to play around with the wording, and I might have I might just start off with this particular font at the moment, and just put in daily planner. And then once I've got it somewhere, I'll just again play around with it, the fonts and things as I go. I might just make that white, and I might just see if I can find a figure. Lemon Tuesday. Oh, I'm not sure if I like that one. So I might just leave it at that colour. If I really wanted to, I could go back here and I'd find that that's Sacramento. So the Sacramento looked pretty nice. So I'll make this Sacramento. Okay, so I'll move that up there a bit more so that I've got more space down the bottom here. Okay, so what do we need to add? So we're going to add the date. Just pop everything around at the moment. Duplicate that. A name. And things to do. And notes. So I'll just keep duplicating this because it's the same size that I want it. Things. Oops. Things to do. And another one called notes. And see how I'm lining everything up again? Remember in previous modules I talked about squaring things up a bit. Okay, so what I can do then is I can actually start to consider what I want to have throughout here. So I might start now adding a bit of colour with our elements. So what I do is I go and grab a grid. You would have seen me do this many times in other modules. And my things to do here, I'm thinking I'm going to make this a pale pink colour. And then I might create exactly the same one here for notes, and I might make this a little bit more purple. I'm going to print this up, so I'll just try to make it colours that I like. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some very small ones of this. Oops, moved the wrong one. Happens when you're moving fast. Put this down the bottom here. So I've just created a duplicate there, and I'll just do this pink, and I'll duplicate that exactly the same and drag it over here to do name. Okay, so again, we're not going for a beauty at the moment. We're just showing you how easy it is to create your own daily planner. So what I want to do now is I want to actually put some notes in here, a space for people to be able to write notes in. Again, in the future, I'll show you how to do some fillable fields, but otherwise at the moment, just imagine this one being printed up. It'll look really quite nice. So what we're going to do is you're going to click text. I'm just going to choose any font for now because it's not really going to be using it as a font. Now, there are ways to get lines, but Canva has started to minimise the free lines that they give. So I found this really easy to do. So all you're going to do is you're going to highlight the whole heading here, or the text, and then what you're going to do is you're going to do the same you would be in Word. You're actually going to hold down the shift and the underscore. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, there must be a quicker way. Yeah, look, there probably is, but I just want to show you so that you can build upon your skills. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to then duplicate that, and then I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm probably making the lines a bit wider than they need to be right now. And again, one of the quick ways to do it, remember, I'm all about being effective with my time. You can then just hold the mouse and hold all those lines together. So we only really just want the lines. Whoops. Once you've got the lines in place, you can actually, I just want to group these four little things here. So I'm holding the shift button and actually clicking with my mouse, and then I'm going to group them, and then I can duplicate, because what I'm doing is I'm dragging them down. I can duplicate again. So within that very short space of time, you now have a notes section, okay? So I'm just going to might play around because I've got some more space here, so I might take this up a bit higher, take the notes up a bit higher, make sure it's in line with the other. I'm just going to make sure that I'm going up as far as I can. So again, I'll be spending a little bit more time and playing around there. But really, basically, that is how quick it can be to create your daily planner. The one thing I'll do is I'll put my name down here. Make sure that I have my tinyurl.com/TV free stuff, and that's where people can get all that stuff that I have on my free resources on my website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get all of that. I'm going to right click and copy it, and then see up here on the far right I've got a link. I'm actually now going to add a link into that. Okay, so what happens is when I download this as a PDF, which I'm going to do in a moment, I download it as a PDF and you'll be able to click straight on that link. So whoever you give this to will be able to go straight to your website or wherever else you're designating to them. You're sending them to something. All right, let's have a little look at this. So we've got download now as a PDF print. I'll download that and I'll show you in a moment. So that is what we created together. Okay, so I know it's not the prettiest of things, but it's still quite nice, and I haven't really been very specific with lining up things. But that is how quick you can create a one-page planner. And I'd love you to play around, practice, and come join me soon when I announce a new masterclass on how we can create an entire workbook, and also how to be able to fill these spots in for those that don't want to print them up. Now, remember, this PDF that I can pop straight onto my website, once people click it, they click that link there, and notice where it takes them. It takes them straight to my website. How cool is that? So I really hope that you have enjoyed this very quick tutorial, and I look forward to sharing more with you in upcoming modules. Practice, have fun, stay tuned for some new masterclasses that are coming out, and much love from me to you, and bye for now.